Hi, I'm Scott Usher. I'm the creative director at Haven Light Publishing, and this is Haven Light Artist Spotlight. And we are here in the studio with Beki Tobiasson. Beki, welcome to the studio.
Thank you.
So we just had one of my favorite things happen in the art business that makes being in the art business the coolest thing in the world. You bought in this wonderful painting called Prayer Guardian, and you painted this when?
Just a couple months ago. I had sold my disheveled guardian, and I was heading to another show, and I didn't want to go without an angel. So I painted another one overnight, and so that I could take an angel to the show.
Yep. So I asked you the small little question because I saw it right away. I'm like, wow, you've only painted one wing on this particular angel. Is there any reason that you did that?
And I did it on purpose, but I didn't know that there was symbolism behind it.
Exactly. So I have my good friend Jim Christensen did a piece a couple decades ago called Sleeper Lost in Dreams. And it's a beautiful painting of actually his daughter-in-law as an angel, but the angel only has one wing. And the idea is that a singular wing connotes somebody in the state of dream. And I came back to you and I said, did you realize this? And the first thing that came out of your mouth was, I got to get a handkerchief. And please let us know. Tell me the story behind this again. It's so beautiful.
So
it's terrible, but beautiful.
It was beautiful. It was a beautiful healing experience for me. I was in the middle of painting this painting, and I got up and left for something and came back in. And years ago, I lost my first child and miscarried. And 2 days before I knew I had miscarried, there was a thump on the bed, and I was halfway in between being awake and asleep. And there was just this beautiful image of this very beautiful 20-ish looking angelic being that just smiled at me and disappeared. And I thought, well, that was kind of cool. And I went back to sleep, and 2 days later I lost my first child. And while I was painting this painting, right in the middle of it, her face appeared in this painting. And that has never happened to me before. And so it was just incredible, especially now because I have daughters that are in their 20s. And she didn't look exactly like either one of them, but she definitely looked like my child.
So the face that you had been creating in the painting, you stopped and said, oh my gosh, that's the angel I saw.
It's her. I saw her.
That is so, it's heart-wrenching. It's beautiful. But it's the wondrous thing about the art experience and being a creator and doing what you do and intentionally creating and having stuff happen that you don't even know is going on. And next thing you know, it's sitting there right in front of your face.
And just realizing that, for me, realizing that there are those that are in heaven that are very much still a part of our lives and influential in our lives, and they come and go, and it just made me feel a little hug from heaven.
That is just so beautiful. I'm so glad you came in here. We were talking in the other room, and I was like, we got to go in the studio real quickly and grab this. So
absolutely
thank
unplanned.
you for doing that. And I'm going to tell you, it's beautiful. This painting means like 7 million times more to me than it did before, and it's absolutely beautiful.
My mother was on a mission. All my friends were still single. We didn't have the internet. I didn't have long distance. My husband left to work at 6 in the morning, and then he went to school, and he'd come home at midnight. And so I did family history around the clock. During that time period in my life, I felt the presence of my ancestors so often, and they became so much a part of my life that I couldn't imagine them not being with me. And so after a 23-year break of raising children, and I wanted to share that story of my ancestors assisting me through raising my children and being there to comfort me or to help me or to warn me, or just joy with me. And so that's why I wanted to become an artist, is because I wanted to share that message that, hey, we're not going through this life alone.
I'll tell you, you're lucky that you could register that. You know, the fact that you had the ability to experience that and get those impressions and remember them, that you weren't, whatever else was going on in your day, you had the time to digest it and have those experiences become memories and a source of inspiration. Because a lot of people, it's like little kids, oh yeah, at one point I lost the wonder in the world that I had when I was a little kid. It's great that you kept the wonder.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
As an artist, being able to convey the wonder is one of the finest gifts that you can have. So don't grow up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Keep
Peter
the
Pan,
wonder.
right?
Yeah, exactly. Never grow up. Never grow up.
Absolutely. Yeah. But that's why I fought so hard to increase my skills. Well, it's something I've been waiting, because I didn't ever want to paint it and not have the skill.
Yeah. Having those muscles be able to do what the mind wants to do. Now, you did another wonderful ancestral piece that at the moment we could be printing slightly dark. Coming from the same place, coming from the same experience?
Heaven is with you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that one is about a really difficult time period in my life where I felt surrounded by my ancestors and them pouring their light and their love into me just to help me get through each day.
Yeah. So the part where artists turn around and say, I put this out there and I'm feeling a little naked. I really hope you like it, and have someone come up and be like, oh, I'm not sure about your foreshortening on this piece. You're like, I just threw myself out there.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't believe.
I just pour my heart.
Yeah. And you're going to come in there and tell me that, I got to change it because of X. I'll just sit there and say, but that is the toughest part about what being an artist. Actually, most creatives, actors, singers, even an athlete, I just tried my hardest. I did everything I possibly could. And it wasn't good enough for you in your viewing. Mm-hmm. That's the toughest thing about being out there like that.
Yeah, especially when it's a message that means so much to you.
Yeah.
And it always creates this fear of...
Not that I ever would have said to you that something needs to be changed on a piece of artwork.
No,
that
never.
Never came out of my mouth. Possible.
But that's different than a technical observation. That is constructive criticism, right? That's
it's
technical,
yes,
right?
It's the intent.
And that doesn't ever bother me. But when you have a message that is so personal to you that you're terrified to even share it, and if the message is rejected, that's a whole nother world.
Well, go into an art show. You've got your booth up. People are coming by, and I'm going to tell you, I'm the worst at it because I will quickly scan a booth. I'll register what's in there.
That's your job.
And I'll walk on. And I'll be like, oh, nothing there for me today. But that's got to be the toughest thing in the world, be sitting on the other side of that person who's walking by, looking at all these things, and they're like, wow, I just couldn't even grab your attention.
I don't know if that bothers me so much because inside I'm thinking, they don't know the real story.
Yeah.
But I do feel more and more like I need to share that story. the real stories behind my art pieces, which I've been very hesitant about.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you, they're 7 times as exciting.
Yeah.
When you do that, the context, I'm rolling away from the mic, the context is awesome. That's what makes it. And I'm not going to say, golly, that's what people want. They want to know. They're expecting an artist has put their heart and soul into it. But to sit there and know why, that's like,
sure, go ahead,
times
climb
5.
into my soul.
Yeah.
I got nothing to hide in there.
yeah. Oh, you're going to find out just what a mess it is.
There you go. Yeah. Absolutely. I had 3 kids in 3.5 years. My third child started crawling at 5 months, started escaping the house at
I think I was still baby in a bucket at 5 months.
Exactly. Yeah. She started escaping the house at 8 months. So I would get knocks on the door, somebody holding this tiny little baby. Is this your baby? And I'd be like, ah! So I was for sure one time it would be social services.
I was going to say, is it DCF bringing that little baby in the door?
Right.
Yeah.
So, but if you knew this child, you would realize it really wasn't my fault. It was hers. But during that time, my husband received a blessing. And in that blessing, it told him that he was not to worry about his children because of the family history that his wife had done. His children were assigned an extra portion of guardian angels. And so it calmed him down. It made me relax. And we have just fumbled through life with my crazy 8 children. But there's a reason why my children's guardian angels are exhausted. And so that is why when I picture a guardian angel, she truly is exhausted.
Yeah.
And that's because she's watching my children.
It's a long day at the office in the Tobiasson household.
Absolutely. So
that's awesome.
That's why.
Both these paintings, I was just saying a second ago that, boy, I had really loved Disheveled Angel. And I thought it was a neat breakthrough piece for you. And it just showed another level of what you were doing. And then I hear the story that you just related to us about this piece. I'm like, oh my gosh, now I'm going to put aside Disheveled Angel. But you've given her back a little bit of space. Keep your head in that space. Keep creating in that space. It's beautiful work, and it's a lot of fun.
It's healing for me. And I couldn't survive life without it. So thank you for appreciating it.
It's the best part of the job.
Thank you.
This has been Haven Light Artist Spotlight. Thanks for joining us.